Hi, I'm Maria Bianchi. I recorded the first video, but it was too long, so I'm recording it again. I'm Maria Bianchi, and today I'm going to talk about my daily life in quarantine and the lockdown. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about my daily routine. I have a daily routine. I love to have a daily routine where I have every day I have to do something, and every day I have my routine. I don't always follow it. I on weekends or on holidays or stuff, I do not follow it, and some days I do some things that do not follow them. But it's okay. It's life, and when I'm at home, so I can do whatever. So first, I have a daily routine where I wake up at 8 or at 7, depending on the day, and depending on when I went to sleep. I also going to sleep early, doing the showering at this time, eating at that time, following routines and that stuff. And I love to follow a healthy routine. I love to follow sport, like doing sports, following a daily healthy routine, and then stuff that's good for my health and for everything that's in the home. I don't know, sharing with my family and being polite and being, I don't know, pretty sharing, and that's good, I think. Well, also, first of all, following some of the questions they gave me, what is happening with the coronavirus crisis in your country? I really don't know much because I don't want to be all the day in the news and stuff, but I get informed mainly I get informed by my friends or by social media. Not as much as social media, but yeah, I get informed a little bit about what is going on. And first of all, something I want to say is that we aren't that lockdown now. We're a little bit free, and in some places we can get together. In some places we can get 4 people or stuff. But my birthday, that was on 30th of July, I did get with my friends, and they did come to my house. So continue with the next question. What have been the challenges impacted impacted your daily routine? Where first of all, the first part, I didn't like the routine. I didn't like the lockdown. The first Friday I said I do not want the lockdown, but it came to lockdown and whatever. I just adapted to it. The first part I didn't like it as much, but then I get used to it. I started to get used to it and just going through it, and then I started liking it. Actually, I started liking it, and I would love to be more at lockdown now, but well, it's whatever. Life is life, and that's what we had to follow. I don't know. I also at the first part I was really closed up, and we couldn't even go outside because the neighbors will call the officials, the police in the village, because I live in St. George's village, and they will tell the police that we weren't following the rules. So I don't know, we had to follow. So we couldn't even go to the streets outside that place. We could go to the garden, yes, but no, not much. Then at the middle, I could go a little bit outside. I would walk my dog. I would get with some friends illegally. Yes, I did get with 2 friends there at that time. They were in the village, and we go to walk and stuff. Then it started to be more flexible, and I started to by a month now. I started being with a friend that we share homes. We go to her home, we come to my home, and just that stuff. And I came pretty close to her, and I can take that as a really good thing about the lockdown and the quarantine and stuff. And then my daily routine is it impacted at the way that we weren't going to school. We weren't doing stuff outside. We weren't doing it at home. We were doing it at home, but it wasn't that bad for me. At the first, yes, but then I could get with it, and I could get with school. And what were the challenges? What have been the challenges for this situation? Well, I had faced a lot of challenges. Maybe they're not the worst, maybe not, maybe there were, but I don't know. That was my situation and how I lived the quarantine and what I faced. First of all, I faced the death of my grandma, my father's side, my grandma, and she died unfortunately. Then my grandma from my mother, she was really sick. She got coronavirus and she's safe now. She's good, but it was a pretty bad moment at that time. We were pretty bad, but well, I got out through it. Another thing is school. It's been sometimes stressful. Sometimes it's hard to follow the routines, and sometimes it's hard to follow all the things we have to give at school and stuff. But well, I could go through it. I really could go through it. There were some homeworks that I couldn't give, but I think I was pretty good at it, and I could follow it. I didn't face those relations because I have my dog that he's my best friend, whatever. So I had him as my best friend all the quarantine, and he's been my treasure, my go outside, all the things, and I love him. I could say if I love someone, I love him. And then I started sharing with my family. Sometimes it was a challenge. Sometimes we had some fights. After it, I don't know, desolations I didn't face. I couldn't feel lonely in any time, I think, because I have my family, I have my friends. By FaceTime, I didn't lose any friends. By the treasure of God, I didn't lose any friends, but yeah, I shared a lot with them, and there were some times where I had some fights, but that's life, and that's whatever, I have to face it. So if I remember another challenge, I will say it afterwards. If I have been, there were being gifts, yes, the gift, like a big gift that I love is that I had to share with my dog, and I loved it. I love sharing with my dog. I don't know how to explain it, that I love him. But then also another gift is sharing more with my family. I really liked it. FaceTime and with my friends, sharing some other experiences, learning new things, learning like new exercises, new routines, new things. Start to being more independent. Start being more independent about what my daily life is, what my routines are. I started being vegetarian or vegan around that stuff. I'm not really into, I'm really into it, but I'm not really vegetarian, really vegan or stuff. I'm starting to be, and that's what I have to learn how to. And it's a gift because I'm really following it, and I'm being pretty healthy with it and pretty good. So I learned a lot of stuff. There are a lot of stuff I learned about school and stuff. How has that made me feel about the world we live in, the future we lay ahead? I think it's a little bit fear. I don't really know much. I think that we have to keep going and never bajar los brazos. We keep going and take the best part of what we have, and try to be the best we can, and share with the people we have, be the best we can, and try to get the best of what we have. And that's all I can say. I don't really know, but as a future ahead, I want to be more independent. I want to learn new things. I really like to learn new things, and I do want to start learning more. And then, what should our society learn from the crisis that has affected us globally? Well, I think from this, we have to share that we are all humans. We have to all share. We have to learn to share. We have to learn to be a person, and we have to learn that other persons are persons, and they're humans. They make mistakes, and we are in life. Life it's complicated, and it's like that, and it's life. And well, some people might not be with him, might not be de acuerdo with me, but I think that we have to learn how to share, and that we are a society, as as a nature. And a big concern now that it says, what are your concerns and hopes for the future? My big concern is that the earth is going wrong. It's not going very well, and that's what it's being more complicated with me, and that's making me feel a little bit bad how the world is right now and what's happening. But well, I think that's all for people, but also how nature is going, how the earth is supporting us, even if he can't. But then hopes, I think that we are all going to be stronger about from this. We're all going to learn new things. And also I can say that I started writing the quarantine, and that makes me feel free. That makes me feel a person, and that makes me feel that I can express myself to something or to someone. Also to my dog, I tell him all my problems, but yeah, whatever. So I think another gift for this quarantine is that I had new friendships. I started to share with people that I wasn't so close to them, and I started to be more free, I think, more independent, more learn new things. But nothing. That's me. That's my Emilia. Sorry, I'm tired. I like recorded the video 2 times, so nothing. Sorry for the length. I did exceed the length, but it's shorter than the other, so nothing. Bye and thanks.